So Toy Story might be on your next build because there's going to be a graphics card with a Toy Story theme. And on top of that, another MSI yellow tip connector melts in another person's system. Let's go ahead and get to today's video. All right, guys, so check this out. MSI, out of all the board partners, right? They're going to go ahead and release a RTX 5070 gaming trio with Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. Well, luckily these cards don't melt, at least as of right now that we find. But as you guys can see here, Jensen improving this design and this collaboration. Honestly, I think this is pretty cool. MSI does create some pretty unique cards, and yeah, no, this looks very promising. I just don't know how I like the dragon though in the back plate. I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments on what your guys' thoughts are on this. But yeah, Toy Story Buzz Lightyear on the RTX 5070. So yeah, check that out. So another thing here that's coming out with new designs, Yeston unveils the Radeon RX 9060 XT GameAce graphics card. Man, that is a mouthful. So it says here, this is a custom variant proposed by Yeston, which won't appear until June 5th. The 9060 XT GameAce will be the first card in the series based on the Radeon SKU. Until now, Yeston has only released the GameAce cards for the GeForce RTX 50 series, and then looking at this official images here from them, looks like it's giving that like cyberpunk kind of futuristic vibe. So if you guys have any colorway for this option or anything of that sort, this is actually a pretty cool GPU to grab. Man, manufacturers waited so long to come out with cool looking GPUs again. I felt like in the early 2000s when the 500 GPUs and 600 GPUs were coming out, they had a bunch of colorful ones, including into the GTX 900 series. But looks like they're making another breakthrough with that here. So here you guys go. Some Yeston GPUs in the AMD side. So here we go, another one here as well. The RX 9060 XT is now available for pre-order in China. So these cards here will be available for pre-order. And then of course, June 5th is what we're looking at. So a couple of designs here being showcased on the Nitro, Acer, Sapphire, all here for you guys to check out. So looks like the Sapphire RX 9060 XT pricing with the Chinese sales tax. This is what your pricings are going to look at, and then comparing it to the US dollar amount. So looks like the most expensive one here is going to be the Nitro plus 16 gigabyte model, which is at $459. And then you have some of the other options there under $400 for you guys to grab if you're looking at different variants and things to upgrade your new system or your old GPUs with. So that being said, we are finally seeing Nvidia RTX 5090s below MSRP. Even though it is just 2%, it's still below. So it looks like here you have one of the palette GPUs in Europe taking a 2% hit on there, right? And pricing's finally starting to go down. So if you've been waiting for a 5090, I don't know, maybe in the next 2 months we should be seeing some of these GPUs dip back below into that $2,500 mark, which yeah, it's still a lot, you know, and things of that sort. But I mean, shoot, it's way better than the 4090. The only issues is with the drivers and of course melting power connectors. So yeah, with that being said though, Intel releasing a new Pro card. They call this Arc Pro B60 GPUs. So this is a new series. Looks like they have 3 of these, right, with the blower style GPU like you would see on normal on the older style Nvidia cards and stuff like that, which is pretty cool, you know, a little throwback, things like that. But yeah, so it says here, last week Sparkle made an interesting announcement in their press release. As expected, the company will release its own Arc Pro B60 graphics card featuring a blower style cooler like most models in this category, right? Sparkle also confirmed 2 additional variants of this same card. So some images and things like that you'll have, but looks as of specifications, this Arc Pro B60 Sparkle will have workloads such as AI, simulation, CAD, and video production. That is where this GPU is going to be mostly tailored to, but it doesn't mean you can't try it with video games. Who knows? Who might, maybe I might try it. I don't know. Depends on how much these cards are. It comes with 24 gigs of GDDR6 memory and delivers up to 456 gigabytes of memory bandwidth, and includes 160 XMX AI engines. So yeah, this thing will definitely be used for all the AI stuff. But here you have four DisplayPort 2.1 connections out there with 8K at 120 Hz with HDR support. And here are the specs on that. So if you guys want to take a look into this and you're waiting for these Intel GPUs, well, it looks like Sparkle's got them. So lastly, big news, another MSI yellow tip power cable burns again. Yeah, this is concerning because check this out. These MSI cards in my area have been popping up for available for purchase, and they're like $3,050, which is crazy, right? So like if you're looking at this, here's the whole article. Tips are burning, things like that. The whole 50 series in general is just, yeah, it's crazy. So it says here, the yellow tip on the RTX 5090 adapter is an MSI thing, actually considered a feature, right? It has the yellow tips on this native 12-volt 2x6 cable on its power supplies, but also a power adapter is bundled with the RTX 50 series GPU. I've had the gaming tree on the 5080. I did return mine because I was able to find a Gigabyte OC edition open box for $1,200. Saved myself $300 instead of buying this thing. So this shows you how everything is supposed to be designed, right? So if you see yellow, you need to push it in further, right? So yeah, definitely a good indicator, but who knows? Maybe other things might have happened. Dust, I don't know. Dust is like a funny excuse for this thing, but this is what's happening here. So have any of you guys seen anything happen with your friends or anywhere else on the internet other than this? Looks like it's a common thing. Actually, right now with my 50 series GPU, I'm having driver issues, right? Instability. I literally jumped back to the 570 drivers for my GPU just because it couldn't handle the multi-display and also the screen recording with the Elgato. When I tried updating to the latest driver from Nvidia, it just completely crapped out. So I'm back on the original drivers back in February. So hopefully, if you guys are having those issues, go back to the February drivers, and hopefully that stabilizes your system if you have multiple displays or if you're having the same issue as I am. So without further ado, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little video here. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below in the comments. And like always, this is Red Zone signing off. Keeping it real, keeping it hot, and keeping it raw. Your normal 9-to-5 guy, bringing some high quality content for you guys to enjoy. I'll see you guys on the next video.